Hi everybody, it's Cindy Cashmere at C2C Gallery, and it's a cold, rainy day here in West Michigan. But I am here at home in my dining room, and today we're going to have some fun. We're going to show you the pottery by Tom Edwards. He is a Evergreen, Colorado artist, and he was born and raised in California, went to UC Berkeley, and then, or no, Santa Barbara, excuse me, and then moved to LA, and then his wife got an opportunity to work in Colorado, so they moved their family just before the LA riots, I think in the late 80s, and moved to Evergreen, Colorado. And it's always a small world in the ceramics world. So I attended a clay course, Robin Hopper Glaze class in Victoria, British Columbia, MISA. If you ever want to take a course in a variety of different mediums, check them out. They're on the island of Victoria. And Kathleen, who also lives in Evergreen, was one of my classmates, and she became a very good friend, and she's a friend of Tom Edwards. So when I opened the gallery in 2011, Kathleen suggested that I look at Tom's work, that it might be a nice change up. So Tom is high energy. He's a long distance runner, and he works hard and he runs fast. And let me show you one of his funny mugs. Okay, so in Michigan we have several great universities. Two of them are highly competitive. One is University of Michigan and the other is Michigan State. So Tom made these mugs, and if any of you have young adults, beer pong is something that gets played late at night, and he has this Michigan mug. Now I have to tell you that these mugs are thrown on the potter's wheel, every single one of them made by hand. They can go in the dishwasher or the microwave. He hand makes these handles. Now they look really wonky, but they actually feel good in your hand. And I'm going to read what this says to you. It says, Wally goes off to the University of Michigan to find his true passion in life. And then it turns around and it says, unfortunately, that passion is beer pong. So you can see all the little cups, and you can see Wally. This is Wally. Wally is his pretend character that has no filters. And this is a fun gift. And I believe this is $34. It's on our website, and it feels good in your hand. So let me tell you a little bit about this Wally. Okay, here's Wally again. So Wally, if you were British, is a word that they use for talking about a nerd. And Wally is this little creature that he came up with in the early 80s, I believe, and he started drawing cartoons for the local newspapers. And he actually won some awards for this Wally cartoon. And this one says, Wally becomes a vegetarian simply because he likes being asked stupid questions. So like, what do you eat when you go to McDonald's? So there's somebody in his funny characters, vegetables, and Wally with a fork. So this is a fun, this would make a great gift for somebody who's a vegetarian. And I get asked that question all the time. And this is $32. And it is on our website. And okay, this is a good one. We have sold several of these, and they are hand drawn on here. So they vary a little bit every single time, pretty much, you know, a similar idea. And this one is, electric cars are good for the environment because electricity comes from magic. And who had a little girl with a magic pony or a unicorn? So what goes along with this mug is, he found out that Wally was on the startup menu for the, oh shoot, I'm blanking out, Elon Musk, his electric cars, and Teslas. And anyway, his daughter heard about it and wrote to Tesla, Elon Musk, and he basically said, sue me. And, you know, powders aren't rich. It would have cost a lot of money to go after Elon Musk, but his daughter didn't give it up. And she put it out on Twitter and kept pushing and kept prodding. And the family did finally get paid for the use of Wally on the Tesla cars. And he took the family to Europe with those proceeds. So here's another one. Mercury is in retrograde. And do you ever have those days when things just keep not going all that well? Well, there could be something to do with that Mercury is in retrograde. And this is a fun mug to give to someone who pretty much follows the moon and the stars, or their life is just going a little bonkers lately. And this is $32. Do you have someone who's pregnant and has a sense of humor, or maybe is pregnant with twins? This one says, I am carrying Bigfoot's love child. And you have a very pregnant woman. Okay, here's a cute one, and we have guys and girls of this mug, and if we don't have it right now, we can get it for you. You have to give us about 6 weeks, so you need to plan ahead if you're going to give this as a gift. So this is the female one, and it's someone who loves coffee, and it says, holy shit, there's, what is it? Oh, that's good coffee. And I actually know somebody that maybe needs one of these, but he'd need the male mug. And here's one, Queen of Caffeine. I can think of another girlfriend who I haven't seen in a long time. She has been the Queen of Caffeine for years and years and years. And here it looks like she's multitasking and buzzing right along. And this is $32. See how nicely these are all finished? They're very smooth, made with porcelain, fired in a gas kiln, cone 10. Who loves cats? So my cat is a psycho killer. And we all know we've got crazy cats. I've got one that I guess he's a grand cat here at the house right now. And so you got mice, you got things destroyed, his claws are out, and goes after all kinds of things. So any cat lovers in your life, that'd be a really nice mug as a gift. And, oh, this is a good one. Sleep is for wimps. Who do you know that just works all the time? Or maybe they have fun all the time, and their goal is that, one of my sisters likes to say, I'll sleep when I'm dead. So this could be a great mug for that person. You have to have coffee to keep them rolling. Oh, this is a new one. It says, Wally turns his poor housekeeping skills into a bold new art form, dust bunny sculptures. And look at the dust bunnies. Looks like he's trying to make one of himself. So Tom does more than just mugs, and you can go on the site and see them. We have bowls. He has plates available. He's got well, we'll get to that. Here's one that says, why I like cats. And his hearts, and it says that, hair sausage on my rug. Ooh, yuck. But, and it says, sex-crazed music at 3 a.m. Dead love offering. Oh, so we caught something while we were all asleep and maybe had to wrestle for it. And you wake up in the morning and you have a little present. But this is for somebody in your life who loves cats. All right, who's gluten-free? I am. There's several people that I know that are. This one says, stop the war on gluten. Well, that sounds like it's somebody who loves bread. And did you know that sourdough bread is probably better for you? And unless you have celiac disease, you might be able to eat it. And it says, no more injustice for for bran muffins. It says, I eat gluten and I vote. This sounds like this might be one of Tom's, because he's a runner, so he can eat gluten and he can eat as many bran muffins as he wants because he'll run them off. That's a cute one. Okay, I'm going to save this one for last. Okay, Wally goes to a party and realizes that he's the only one who is not on antidepressants, and it makes him sad. So that's just a fun mug. Who do you know? It's a psychologist or a counselor. They might like that one. And Wally is diagnosed with a clinical case of caffeine dependency, thus enabling him to park in the handicapped spaces at Starbucks. So that's cute. Who loves Starbucks? I can think of somebody. Megan, you might need this mug. Okay, here's one for everybody. It says, please don't talk to me about politics. I'm doing a political thought detox right now. I feel that way. I am just done with the politics on the radio. And this looks like it's just a fun mug that says, hey, you can go do all kinds of things. We can go get ice cream. We can go for a walk. We can go for coffee. We can go to a circus. We can play with our cat. We can see the rainbow. All right, so these little bowls are great. So do you have friends that have a great sense of humor? And do you ever get invited to their house? Or maybe you just need to give them a little gift? So these bowls, see, they fit in my hand. And it says, hey man, the cocktail nuts are history. So you could go to Fortino's and you could get some of their nuts and then put them in the bowl, wrap them up, and you could give that as a cute little hostess gift. It's a gift to just say, I'm thinking about you, and we'll help you out. We'll go to Fortino's and get the nuts for you, and we will deliver locally, say 30 miles within zip code 49417, which is Grand Haven. And this bowl, I don't know the price on this guy, but I know if you go on our website, you can find it. Oops. And let's see, our website, I didn't tell you what our website is. It's letter C, number 2, letter C, gallery.com. And we have a great website with all kinds of handmade products on it. Tom Edwards is one of our artists. And if you have questions, you can email Sarah. Her email address is letter C, number 2, letter C, gallery, staff@gmail.com. Or you can call us. 616-935-7337. Now, this is a great bowl. Wally with bacon in his bowl. And it says, Wally discovers the true meaning of life. Who do you know that loves bacon? Remember, these go in the dishwasher or the microwave, but I wouldn't put bacon in them. You can only just warm things up with it. And this bowl is, oh, it's reasonable, $30. This is a cute bowl because it says basically that you can leave it as a gift. So let's see, it starts with, where does it start? It says, thanks for the party. All right, I gotta start. Let's see. Oh, how are we getting to it? Forget to take it home. So, oh, okay. So it says, thanks for the party.
I have a different one.
This bowl is a gift. The next time you go to a potluck, fill it up with something good and forget to take it home. And so I just got lost in it's kind of like a maze that you'd walk through. But it's a nice little gift that you could put nuts or guacamole or pico in, bring it to a party, a friend's house, and leave it for them. And then they could, I'm going to turn it around, give it as a gift, and we could just keep sharing it around the community. Isn't that fun? And then we have a bigger version of that, and it's called Holy Guacamole. So it's fairly plain on the inside, so it wouldn't compete with guacamole. And this is a fun bowl that you could do the exact same thing with it. Or you keep it for yourself to use for every time. And one thing I like about this one is that because it curves in, it would keep the guacamole inside when you're dipping. All right, this goes along with the mug that I read. It says, now it is time to tell you there was LSD in the dip. And so if you want to have some fun with people, wait till they get to the bottom of the bowl and you'll hear a bunch of laughs. So can you imagine doing all of this decorating every single time you make a piece? So he hand decorates all of these designs, these little people, writes, and there's a lot of time involved, you know, with something like this, and it's all for $36, $30. It's pretty amazing. All right, so this bowl, I've had people frown about it, I've had people laugh about it, and I know everything's backwards, so unless you're good at reading backwards, I'm going to read it to you. It says, Jesus is coming and he's bringing the bean dip. So I've had to actually say to people, come on, it's okay, Jesus had to eat too, it's not sacrilegious. This is just a fun bowl. And this is great. This one says, this is where I keep, and it says, my really sick, really private stuff. Don't you dare look inside. Wouldn't that be kind of a fun gift to give someone? I've heard of grandmas giving this to grandchildren, and it says, get out of here, turd head. So maybe you'd only give it to maybe a middle schooler or someone in high school, but it's pretty cute. And the thing is Tom's work is goofy, but it's really well made. The walls of his pieces are all uniform, they're thin. His lid actually works and it fits very nicely. The bottoms of his pots are trimmed very well. And none of them are rough, they're all smooth. It's a lot of steps to make that nice. One last thing, I'm going to show you the guacamole bowl one more time. I was on the board of Vermont Clay Studio, and I was just reading about Tom before I got online, and I had no idea that our paths crossed before Kathleen introduced us. So when I was a part of Vermont Clay Studio, Ben and Jerry's started in Vermont. And Ben was a ceramics major when he was in college, always loved the arts. He was a juror for a show we had called I Scream, You Scream, We All Scream for Ice Cream. And he invited clay artists from around the country to create a one-of-a-kind ice cream bowl. Well, guess what? Tom Edwards entered, and he did this hilarious bowl with the scream face and then holding an ice cream cone. He won first place, and he got a year's supply of ice cream, which means that he received, I think it was 52 coupons for a pint of ice cream in the mail. So somehow they shipped it, maybe with dry ice, to them out to Colorado, and he could get a pint every week. Well, I guess there wasn't any requirement as how to use the 52 coupons, but he said in their family, they love Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and it lasted them for about 4 months instead of a whole year. So for that bowl, he was paid about $150 worth of ice cream. And with that, I hope you guys had a good time watching me and learned a little bit about Tom. I can't say enough for his pieces. They're always well made. They make great fun gifts. We could all use some smiles right now. And so please consider going on the website and choosing one of his mugs or his bowls, and we'll send it out for you with a little card and make it special. Have a good day, everyone. Take good care. Bye-bye.